This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-898-6155 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-898-6155. That's 800-898-6155. What do you have to lose? Call 800-898-6155. Again, 800-898-6155.
The journey continues. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on KSVP, AM and FM, and KSVPTV.com. Tonight, your Bulldogs travel to Santa Teresa to take on the Desert Warriors.
As Nostrada will take the snap, he drops, line picks up everybody. We've got a throw over the middle to Ethan Kahn. Touchdown Bulldogs. Second play of the ball game.
Bulldog Football on KSVP, AM and FM, and at KSVPTV.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Julie's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sandy Stockton, State Farm of Artesia. Now, on to the action.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio pregame for Santa Teresa. And I'm joined by Coach Jeremy Maupin. And Coach, before we talk about this week practice and how things went, talk about last week. We had homecoming. There was a lot going on. You were coming off that big win against the big 6A power in Cleveland. And Lovington comes into town. Let's talk about Lovington.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, a good program, well coached, a lot of traditions there. You know, I think they're, it's a lot like us and a lot of things they try to do. Came in, I all week, we kind of tried to tell our guys, like, we got to make sure, the pinnacle wasn't the week before, that we're still moving forward. And, we ended up busting out the orange pants, and that always is a really exciting time for the guys. They really love that. So we got those, and they came out, and I thought they came out fired up. Our defense played really well, obviously shut those guys out, but created a lot of turnovers. And they did some things on defense that slowed us down a little bit early. And once Nye and I kind of figured out a system for us to call some plays, he really took off, played well, threw the ball well. We were able to hit some big shots as well as run the ball well. And so kind of just some momentum going into this last game of this first season.
The other big thing was it was a shutout, and yes, you always like to have those defensively. You said they played well, really good defensive game and good kicking game.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a turnover in the kicking game. Such a good kick. The official thought there must have been some sort of catch interference, and the other officials had to say, no, it hit the ground. It just bounced that high up. And so, yeah, another big turnover there. So overall, really well.
All right, so a big homecoming win, and now you go into this last week of practice leading up to tonight. Last week of practice of the pre-district season, I should say. And so you got Santa Teresa tonight. Had to travel to get there. How was practice this week coming off of two big wins? Well, you're 6-0, so you've had every win.
Yes,
but the big win over Cleveland, then the big win homecoming week, and now you're coming into your last district game. How was practice this week?
Yeah, I mean, I thought our guys came in really focused. I think we really talked Saturday after the game and just talked about we got to finish strong. And we, just like a lot of teams, we divide the season into 3 different seasons. And we said, if we're going to be a great team, if we're going to be the team we want to be, then we have to play every game as hard and as fast as we can. And so I'm expecting us to go in tonight and get after these guys and kind of just flow along with what we've been doing this season, and especially this week in practice.
All right, Bulldog fans, we've got more here on the pregame show, as we'll have a scout team coach. We'll also have some Bulldogs introducing themselves, so stay right here. KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs.
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia. Proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, IDEC, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571. Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive. Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Welcome back here to the pregame show, Bulldog fans. Again, Joby Hodling here on KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio, joined by Coach Rodriguez. He is the scout team coach this week. And Coach, you guys 6-0 on the season. You're coming in and you're going to play Santa Teresa tonight here at their place, or there at their place. Tell us about, let's start with their offense. What are you guys expecting to see out of them? Their size, speed, what kind of sets maybe the fans are going to see, and maybe what they do in run and pass.
Yes, sir. So we expect them to come out basically what they've done all year long. They've been a real multi-formational team. They've come out in some duo sets. They've come out in some bunch trips. They've come out in a few different spread stuff, but they've also come in a lot of two-back. We expect them to come into two-back with us and kind of run the ball. They are a heavy run team. They're looking at 60-40 run to pass. Their best athlete on offense we probably would assume is their quarterback. He handles the ball a lot, both in the run and the pass game. One thing we did notice is that he is, how can I say, equipped to do whatever he can to get out in space and go and try to make a play. That's what it really seems like. When the ball's in his hands, just try to go make a play.
Playmaker.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay. How about size and speed? They got some. How do we match up with them?
We match up pretty well. They do have a few bigger kids, I would say. Speed-wise, they don't have bad athletes at all. They do have kids who can go make a play. You know, once they get the ball in their hands in space, they are able to make a play, which is something we got to make sure we contain, especially, again, going back to their quarterback. He does have great elusiveness. He is a pretty fast kid. He's a coach's kid, so he is smart. He sees the field really well, both in the pass and the run game. One person we do also account for is their running back, number 33. He does look to, when he gets the ball, he's a hard runner. He's not super big, but he has some elusiveness. He has some speed to him, where if he gets into open field, you know, he can be dangerous.
Okay, well, let's move over to the defensive side for Santa T. They've got, we've played them one time recently, which was last year here at the Bowl. We've only played them one other time before that back in the playoff game in the mid-2000s. But this year, how do they look defensively? What are they going to come out and try to do against us in terms of sets and things like that,
yes,
coverages?
Sir. So we're expecting a 4-2 box with man coverages in the back end. Just going based off of last year and then looking at film this year, they really want to stick to that 4-2 box, and that's forcing them to stick man out on the outside. So we think that favors us very well, especially in A set. We're looking to get a cover one look. When we get out into trips or anything 3-man surface on one side or the other, they are dropping a safety down and giving us a cover 0 look. And you know, the way we've been equipped from these kids moving from 7th all the way up, we think our vertical game is going to be really good against them. We expect to run the ball really well too. Our offensive linemen have really come to their own this past season, you know, especially working against guys from Cleveland, Deming, you know, hard-nosed guys who are giving them some looks. We think that this game we can really hone in on what we need to do and be able to basically do whatever we want to do with the ball.
Okay, well, let's move on to their kicking game. And can the fans anticipate any special stuff out of their kicking games?
I wouldn't say anything special. They do run some, I guess you could say, odd type of stuff. Really just with their punt. They go guard, center, tackle, tight end from numbers to numbers with really wide splits in a 3-man shell for personal protection for the punt. So we're looking to kind of occupy that 3-man shell and hopefully get one of our guys free to come and make a play.
Well, we've had some blocks this year, so,
yes, sir.
So it's always fun to see those. All right, Bulldog fans, we still got the top of the hour coming up here, 7 o'clock, Friday Night Lights, Santa Teresa and our Artesia Bulldogs. Stay tuned. Go Bulldogs.
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports. Proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Hi, this is Social Norman. DWI is socially unacceptable. Nearly all drivers feel it's unacceptable to drink and drive. The best advice for one who hits the bottle? Let somebody else hit the throttle. Plan in advance for a safe ride home. DWI, it'll cost you. Heed the warnings. You could lose your job, lose your car, and you could go to jail. Stay out of the slammer. Don't get hammered. Never drink then drive. This message brought to you by the Eddy County DWI program.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming, and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
Serve. Paul tells us in Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 21, and further, submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. You know, God's word calls us all to live a life of submission. You know, submission is an awesome gift we offer to those around us. Am I willing to submit, to allow them to serve me? You know, it means really to keep an open heart to those around you and be willing to yield to others from time to time. Are you allowing other people to bless you through their service? Are you allowing other people to learn how to serve through you? See, God wants us to do that. He wants us to learn to submit, to allow other people to take care of us. So do you do that? Do you work with that? Are you okay with that? If you're not, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ and let us teach you about how to submit to Jesus.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery in Artesia is the source for Bulldog fan gear, company gear, and gear for school spirit. Bulldog Pride specializes in embroidered logos for companies, sports, and school attire, and for special gifts. All embroidery at Bulldog Pride is done in-house and never outsourced. For more information, call 575-736-1701 or stop by Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery, located in the Abo Shopping Center at 1028 South 13th Street in Artesia. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 5.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Your friends at Artesia Ford Sales have been doing their best to find a great selection of new and quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so you can get what you need when you need it. While brand new vehicles may be hard to get, there are some great used vehicles out there if you know where to look. That's what the staff at Artesia Ford Sales does every day. Hunt down quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so what you need is most likely on the Artesia Ford lot right now. Check out the website daily, or better yet, stop by and tell them what you're looking for and let them do the hunting for you. Artesia Ford Sales, helping folks get the vehicles they need for over 57 years.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
My name is Josiah Rodriguez. I'm number 22. I'm a senior. I play linebacker. I'm also involved in baseball. My favorite teacher is Miss Jimenez. favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is being able to share the traditions with my brother.
My name is Angelo Silvas. I'm a senior, play D-end. I'm also involved in National Honor Society. My favorite teacher is Miss Martinez. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pod.
My name is Ivan Chacon. I'm number 62. I'm a senior. I play right tackle. My favorite teacher is Coach Williams. And favorite part about being a Bulldog is the traditions.
My name is Adrian Ramirez. I'm number 63. I'm a senior. I play right tackle. My favorite teacher is Coach Bickle. My favorite team is the Broncos. My favorite part of being a Bulldog is the tradition.
My name is Caleb Murray. I'm number 80. I'm a junior. I play slot. I'm also involved in golf. My favorite teacher is Miss Zubia. My favorite football team is the Broncos. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the tradition.
My name is Tristan Seguera. I'm number 81. I play slot receiver. I'm also involved in track and field, able to participate in this incredibly talented program.
My name is Jonathan Gonzalez. I'm number 82. I'm a senior. My position is wideout. My favorite teacher is Coach Rivera, and my favorite football team is the Los Angeles Chargers. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is all the teammates.
My name is Ulrich Meadows. My jersey number is 90. I'm a senior. My position is a defensive tackle. I'm not involved in anything else. My favorite teacher is Coach Jaramillo. My favorite football team is the Cleveland Browns. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the tradition and the brotherhood.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
Hi, my name is Larry. I'm the discipleship pastor here at Faith Baptist Church, and for the last 7 years, I've had the privilege of helping adults learn how to do biblical community. And one of the ways that we know that we're going to impact families and the lives of people is by doing small groups. The staff here, and myself included, we encourage adults to be a part of a small group in a lot of different ways. And we offer a lot of different types of small groups for women, for men, discipleship groups devoted in mom's life. But there's one group that has really impacted a lot of lives over the last 4 years, and that group is called Re-Engage. It's a group for married couples. Let's imagine a couple is struggling to some degree in some area of their marriage, and they walk into Re-Engage for the first time, kind of not sure what this is going to be like. But then they start hearing that other couples are struggling in their marriage too, and that's not something they're used to. It's people at church talking about real life problems. And so over the course of weeks and months, not only are they talking about real life issues, but they start looking at God's word and how it applies to their situation. And then over the course of those months, they walk out of this going, wow, we're different people. God has changed who we are by the way that we're thinking, by the way that we're relating to one another. And it's all happened in this group context. And that's what I call biblical community. It's when people come together for the purpose of learning how to practice their faith. And so that's what we're trying to do in faith groups and community groups and Re-Engage in discipleship groups. And so it's a work in progress. It's something we'll be working on for many, many years to come. But it's a way that we're impacting our community, and we want to encourage you to be a part of that as well. Thank you, and God bless.
Or is an equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, C-O-T-E-R-R-A, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
Locally owned will get you in gear. That's because you've known us for years at Big O. Big O Tires.
The big deal event is here. From now until October 1st, get $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen or National tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Excludes National Road Max ST tires. Disposal fees extra and shop fees extra were permitted. See store for details.
Time to kick the dust up. Artesia Main Street and the Artesia Arts and Cultural District present the 8th annual Red Dirt Black Gold, Saturday, September 30th in downtown Artesia. A celebration of red dirt country and the industries that help keep it alive, complete with Main Street sidewalk sale, craft vendors, a great variety of food trucks, kids zone, cornhole tournament, beer garden, and more. Then at 5, head for the ConocoPhillips stage and dance the night away with some of the best red dirt country around, featuring 2 of a kind. The Justin Kemp Band.
Don't let me go tonight.
Sonny Sweeney.
I saw it all from a table away.
And the Randy Rogers Band.
Take a swim in a fountain, I don't know, 'cause it's all kind of fuzzy.
Best of all, it's all free. Get details and more info at reddirtblackgold.com. The 8th annual Red Dirt Black Gold, Saturday, September 30th in downtown Artesia. Sponsored by ConocoPhillips, Mac Energy, Santo Petroleum, and Pecos Valley Production. Ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Good evening, Bulldog fans. This is Joby Hodling, joined by Robbie Blue, my partner. We're at Santa Teresa High School. The Desert Warriors, as the Artesia Bulldogs, are being hosted here, Robbie, in their last non-district game of the season and looking to go 7-0 if they get the win tonight.
Yeah, Joby, what a beautiful setting. We're talking about it before we came on the air. Beautiful facility here with Santa Teresa. The mountains set back over there. I think those are still the Guadalupe Mountains, aren't they, over there?
Well, Gene told me they're called the Franklin.
Oh, Franklin Mountains. But anyway, El Paso's back over there, and, you know, the sun's going down, and so just a beautiful setting. But, yeah, we got a 5-0 team, and our Artesia Bulldogs coming in to play the 0-5 team in the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors.
Bulldogs now coming out, getting ready to bust through the cheerleaders' Can't Hide Our Bulldog Pride banner. And it's basically still here. So you said it's a beautiful night. It really is. No wind, and it's not that hot. I mean, it was hot, a little bit hot. It was in the 90s probably. We got here. I haven't looked since we've been up here in the booth, but just a gorgeous night here. Good following for the Bulldogs. The stands aren't the biggest stands, and they're almost full over there. Santa T coming onto the field, but yeah, looking for a good night of football.
We're going to be watching the other action in district tonight as Roswell is traveling to Piedra Vista. And you got the number 2 team in Max Preps from Roswell playing the number 4 team in Piedra Vista. So a good game happening tonight. Keep our eyes on that. We also got Goddard at home against Berlin, and then Mayfield at home against Deming. So we'll be watching that action.
And if you're watching here, you see the Bulldogs just came through the banner doing the dog pile. They kind of overshot the 50 by about a yard, so they're a little off there. But we were talking in our meeting this week, and we were looking at the shots above, I guess the Earth, what do you call those, the Google shots, Google Earth. And Robbie pointed out that the visitor stands are a little off-centered. And we were talking about it in our meeting, and that maybe it's that light pole. If you're watching, you might see that. And then I just, that information went into my ear and out the other ear because we're sitting here tonight in the booth, and I say, hey, Robbie, look, their stands are off-centered. And he just looked at me. And I was like, right there, see them? And he goes, yeah, I pointed that out like Monday. And I said, oh.
Funny.
I said, oh, well.
I've been there.
Yeah, well,
Well, when we talked about it, if you're watching, right, there's 3 light poles on each goal line and at the 50, so they couldn't put the stands at the 50.
I guess not. I mean, their press box we're at the 50, but the light pole must be behind us. They're fixing to present the colors, and so we'll go ahead and stay right here, hear the national anthem as the colors are presented by their ROTC. So stay right here. Bulldog football on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Commanding this evening's color guard and carrying the United States flag is Cadet Chief Petty Officer Select Annabelle Sayas. Cadet Senior Chief Petty Officer Aini Rodriguez is carrying the New Mexico flag. Cadet Ensign Andrew Rivas is carrying the left rifle, and Cadet Chief Petty Officer Select Andres Aguirre is carrying the right rifle. A combined team of NJROTC and law enforcement cadets will be presenting the large American flag. Commanding the American flag detail is law enforcement Captain April Ontiveros, being assisted by Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Giovanni Dello. Please remain standing until the colors have left the field. Welcome to tonight's game between Artesia and Santa Teresa. We would like to remind you that sportsmanship by all athletes, coaches, and fans is expected in today's game. The NMAA's Compete with Class Sportsmanship Initiative now includes a 2 strikes policy for unsportsmanlike conduct. Remember to cheer for your team and not against the opponent. And let's all cooperate with us.
All right, welcome back. That was a great job by their color guard and by the kids that brought the flag out onto the field. Really pretty backdrop and the band playing. It is a nice national anthem.
I love pregame just for that, for the national anthem, for color guards when they do it. And I don't remember the last time I saw a giant flag like that, Joby. It's just, that was really neat.
The last time I remember seeing one like that, it didn't get presented like that. It came out of the sky at Bulldog Bowl. As I don't remember who it was, but we had a parachuter come into the bowl with that flag behind him. Do you remember that?
Okay,
yeah. A few years ago. But yeah, you're right. I don't remember seeing one presented like that either. All right, I wasn't paying attention. Did you see? I didn't see it either. But it looks like Santa Teresa is going to kick off. So the Bulldogs either won the toss and elected to receive, or they declined and they're going to get the ball in the second half. Either way, kickoff return coming on field for Artesia.
So the Bulldogs, again, coming in tonight. Both these teams, well, let me just say our district, we got game tonight, and then all of our districts open next week. And then we got the showdown coming with Roswell that I know the whole state's looking for right now. But the Bulldogs got to take care of business tonight against the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. But Santa Teresa going to have something to say about that tonight.
No doubt. They're going to come out and play hard. They're going to try to defend their home field, and it's a great-looking field. They got a real nice high school here. If you've never been over to Santa Teresa High, I was watching their center. If he lines up like that, it's offsides. I've been watching him warm up. I saw it in a JV game, and they never called it. But All right, that's just an aside. I'm watching the sideline. Bulldogs back, ready to receive. Let's see how they kick to us. We're back like they're going to kick it deep, but we don't know. 25 is their kicker. And here's the kickoff. He does kick it deep. We're going to have a chance. We're going to run the starburst, and they're going to run through it. It's going to go to number 10, Sice. They got rolled up blocks on the other side. He's down the sideline to the 40, to the 50. He's got one man to beat. We got blockers in front of him. 30, 20, 5, 10, 5. Touchdown Artesia. I don't see any flags down. And so kickoff, they kicked it to us deep, and we scored.
So we call him the quarterback in that starburst. It's the man in the middle, and that's Derek Warren for the Bulldogs. Kahn caught it, gave it to him. Sice, the last guy to come through that starburst, and just had blocking all the way down. He kind of ran through one arm tackle, but other than that, untouched. And those two guys down the field, Joey, they were running with him. He slowed down a little bit and let them, get in front of him about 3 or 4 yards to get that last block.
So just a great job there by the kicking team, kickoff return team, to get a touchdown to start things off. So 6-0, 11:43 to go here in the first quarter. If you're just the Bulldogs swing out of the swinging gate. We got an overload, Robbie. We're not going to kick it. This is a new one. We're going to pass it. Zone is tipped. It's going to be a good defensive play there, I think, by number 11.
Trying to get it to there in the back of the end zone, and it was number 11, as you mentioned, which is Ramirez. They got his hand and knocked that ball away.
11:32 to go. The two-point conversion is no good. 6-0 Artesia. And we'll take our first break.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and 18 or online at Wilbanks $3 US. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity starting at $20 per hour and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6380.
11-yard line, running right up into the middle on the wedge, and he's going to get all the way. He's still on his feet as he breaks some tackles there. And gets out to the 33-yard line.
That was number 3 for the Desert Warriors. Montez did a great job. He disappeared in that pile on us, and I thought, like you, he went down and they broke out that right side, so good job by him.
So our defense actually going to be seen first here besides our kickoff team and our kickoff return team as the Bulldogs lead 6-0 with 11:32 to go here in the first quarter. Two-point conversion. It came out on a set we haven't seen this year, and so the Bulldogs unable to get it as Ramirez, I think you said, got a hand on it for the Desert Warriors. So they come out and they're in a shotgun formation. They got two backs to the left of the quarterback in the shotgun. The quarterback is Vieta, number 5. He turns, hands it off, and breaks through. He's going to pick up about 5 yards.
That's just a lead play. It looks weird. Two backs to the left, but handed off to Montez there in the backfield, and he had a lead blocker through the middle before Huffman brought him down for the Bulldogs.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 at the 40-yard line. So they get a great return, and then first play they get 5 yards on a run, just like Robbie said. They had the running backs were in line with each other to the left of the quarterback, Vieta. And they're going to have 2 running backs in the backfield once again, and this time they're going to be they're going to be on either side. No, they're going to be up to the right side of Viera this time. A little behind him. Snap is back. Next back and a wide out. Handed off. Dogs made him backwards, and then he fights.
Inside of him.
Can't 2 on the season. It's kind of in over him. It's going to be picked up our offensive line out, and he will be tackled back at about the 24-yard line.
So good points, and they barely, as you mentioned, barely got that off. They took a couple of times over there and picked it up, and Luna was the first Desert Warrior down there to put a hit on him.
So with 9:01 to go, our first time to see the Bulldog offense tonight here in the first quarter, by the way, 9 minutes and 1 second. We're going to come out in trips right off the bat. We anticipated them being in a man coverage. We'll say if they do that and how they react to trips. We got one receiver to the far side, which is the short side of the field. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the backfield. They are in a man press coverage, but they do have a safety on this side. Step
He looks. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a wide open. Casadas breaks the tackle. He's 45-40. He's going to get away from another man to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Artesia on their first play from offense. Scored on the kickoff, the first play, and then they score on their first play. 12-0 Bulldogs.
So Casadas lines up in that middle on that trips, and they had a safety about 10 yards deep over the formation, which there's no way that safety can offer help from that middle slot position. And Casadas ran by his guy, good throw by Estrada. And then, a couple of Warriors had a chance at him, but Casadas just too good after he catches it.
So the Bulldogs are going to line up on regular offense here, leading 12-0 with 8:48 to go in the first quarter. Estrada takes a snap. He's going to run the speed option. He's going to pitch it, and Glenda will go in untouched. Nobody out there. Bulldogs 14, Sanity 0, 8:48 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this timeout.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
This touches Artesia Ford sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit Robbie at Artesia Ford. Go Bulldogs. That scoring drive for the Bulldogs, one play, covered 77 yards from Estrada to Casadas. Kick was good. Bulldogs 14, Desert Warriors 0.
High kick. It's going to be fielded at the 9-yard line as he took a step back, did the returner, and he's going to get hit hard, but he's struggling forward. Good momentum there by the young returners. He gets out to about the 27-yard line.
So Marcos Soto just hustling down the field to put the first hit on Montez, but as you said, he put a good hit on him, but Montez running hard. It took some more Bulldogs to come in there to get him to the ground.
Well, one thing that we can say is he hit him high.
Yeah.
If you want to go in low, and you probably cut him down, he hit him high, and Montez was able to push forward, but still a good cover for the Bulldogs. It's going to give them at their own 28-yard line to start offense. With 8:39 to go in the first quarter, Artesia leading 14-0. The quarterback, Vieira, has those running backs back there with him. This time, they're on the left side, two of them. Now they're all looking over to the sideline to get their play, or maybe a change in play from the coach. Here come the Bulldogs. They're going to look to throw it. He's going to throw it deep. Good coverage, and it's going to be picked. Oh, I thought it was going to be picked off. Good defense there by the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors. He was knocked it out of Hammond's hand.
Yeah, he absolutely did, and that's number 80 again, Aguilera. Actually, there's two 80s on here, so either Barrera or Aguilera. See which one's starting.
Neither one of them started.
But David Hammond didn't get fooled by that. He had the depth on Aguilera, and then he had the ball in his hands, and Aguilera came around and stripped it out of his hands, or we had a pick.
All right, so they're going to line up again, 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And Vieira, the quarterback, in the shotgun. This time he's got the two running backs to his right. I don't think I've ever seen this formation. Turn and hand it off to the first guy and taking him down. Well, he's still on his feet, but he's going to be pushed backwards. So it's going to be a loss. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
That's Gutierrez getting that ball, running hard for the Desert Warriors. I mean, Wesson got his hands on him and had a hold of him. And we thought he was going to take him to the ground, but then he just kind of shook Wesson off, and four other Bulldogs came in and made the tackle.
Huffman was one of those, and he kind of helped him up. He kind of got up slow, and Huffman was a good sport there and helping the young man up. All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 8, as he did get back to the line of scrimmage. They gained 2 on the first play. So 3rd down and 8. They got a wide out. No, one of them came off the field. So they got a
Gutierrez came off.
Yeah, he did. So they don't have anybody going in for him yet. It looks like they're short a player. Quarterback's going, where are my guys? Now we're going to have a timeout taken. So, Robbie, we'll go ahead and take it as well. The Artesia Bulldogs with 7:38 to go here in the first quarter lead, 14-0. Timeout, Santa Teresa.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back here to KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7, KSVPTV.com. We're on YouTube and Facebook, KSVP Radio. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching or listening from all over the world right here. We're in Santa Teresa, New Mexico, as the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors break the huddle coming out of that timeout. Their player that was injured on the play ended up coming off kind of late, the running back, and so they didn't have enough guys, and they ended up calling the timeout. So they're back ready to go here. It's 3rd down and 8 at their own 30-yard line. Vieira in the shotgun takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. They run a little counter, and he's going to bust through and get about 3 more yards. It'll be 4th down.
And again, folks, I got 2 number 6s on the roster. So number 6 is the running back, either Saldana or Lopez. We got 2 zeros, 2 6s, 2 80s, so sorry about that. We'll do the best we can. Anyway, he ran up there in the middle of on the counter, as Joby said, picked up a few yards.
He got one more than I thought. It's 4th down and a long 3 as they're going to stay in their offensive set here. On their side of the ball, it's at the 35-yard line. They got to get to the 38. So 4th down and 3. See if they try to jump us off sides. They did. Bulldogs did not move. Trying it again. And now will they run a play or will they call their second timeout this quick? Quarterback walking away from the offensive set. Still walking it out, timeout. So another timeout taken. We're going to take it as well. Artesia leads the Santa Teresa Desert Warriors 14-0 with 6:43 to go here in the first quarter.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
All right, the punt team is now on. They tried to draw the Bulldogs offside, and now punt team is on. Bulldogs are going to come after it. They did not quite get there. It's not quite as far this time. High. Coming up, calling fair catch was Amadatis. It'll be 1st down Bulldogs.
Good job by Amadatis. It wasn't deep. It was high, so he was surrounded by Desert Warriors. He just calmly stepped in there in the middle of them and caught that. So good decision by him.
1st down for the Bulldogs at their own 39-yard line. We've run 1 offensive play so far, so this will be our 2nd here of the ball game. And as the Bulldogs break the huddle, they have a trips to the far side, the ball in the middle of the field. They came out in trips a while ago, their first play, and they're still playing man free. They got a safety over the top to this side. Snap is back. Estrada looks that way. He's going to throw it deep, running down there and catching the ball. Oh, he dropped it. Was Duran.
It's Kahn actually on the pass attempt, and I'm trying to get the Warrior number. I think it's number 6, which we don't have. We don't know which one it is. So, as you mentioned, just another go route. Same formation, just other side. Safety couldn't get there, but it was a good job of number 6.
And a good job by Kahn trying to bring that in. And I said Duran, but it was Kahn. All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 as the Bulldogs stay in that trip set. Galindo to the right of Estrada. He's going to hand it to him. He's up the middle, not touched. 50, 45, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Artesia. Galindo, not even touched.
No, I knew it was gonna. We knew that would happen, Joey, because they got 5 guys in the box because they moved 3 guys over on trips, got a safety back behind them, so they're outnumbered in that man coverage. So it's kind of Bulldogs can almost do what they want against that defense. And right there, just handed it to Galindo, and he just has to go a little bit to the left to get away from the safety and sprint to the end zone.
Outstanding blocking by the Artesia Bulldog front 5. Good blocking downfield by the receivers. We're in the swinging gate. Let's see if we swing out of it. Man in motion. Now we're going to stay in it. Going to throw back to number 20. He's going to try to get on the corner, and he does get in. So it'll be 2-point conversion is good.
Sprinkle in that extra point that we have, we look to the right, which we've thrown about 5 times this time to Jack Byers. And he looked to the right. Cazares did, looked him off, threw back to Finley, and he sprinted to the pylon.
22-0 Artesia, 6:16 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
All right, folks, welcome back here. That scoring summary. I'm waiting because we've talked about the rap music and both of y'all are on it. Trying to wait. The scoring summary brought to you by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford. You can score a winning deal when you see Robbie at Artesia Ford. The Bulldogs that time took them 2 plays to cover 61 yards. Touchdown run by Galindo. 2-point conversion pass from Cazares to Rascon was good. Bulldogs 22. Desert Warriors 0 with 6:16 left here in the first period. And Joey's cracking up right now. He's just doing it quietly.
I had to turn my mic down. I was laughing. So me and Gene both were pointing at you. I knew what you were doing, but we're pointing at you. Go, go. It's just funny. I got tickled. So I turned my mic down because I didn't want to be laughing over you.
I got an update. I found a score on Roswell. Right now, Roswell 7, PV 0, still in the first quarter there.
Probably going to be a good game there, Piedra Vista and Roswell. Roswell very good. Piedra Vista pretty good themselves. So as Robbie said earlier, and as he just said, we'll keep track of those other games. All right, 6:16 to go here in the first quarter. 22-0 Bulldogs as Parrish sets it up on the X. And here's the kick. High, deep kick. It's going to drive him back inside the 10. Backs up to the 8 when he catches it. Bulldogs coming into that wedge, and he kind of busts through. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet. He gets through the first attack of the Bulldogs, and then he's rounded up and shoved to the ground.
Yeah, that's number 3 again for the Bulldogs. Montez, boy, he found some creases and some lanes in there. Went to the right, cut back to the left before Marco Soto, again, first man there. Watkins also helped him make the tackle.
Number 3 is a little guy, and he just kind of goes into the fray, I think, and they lose track of him maybe. But he had a great return, gets out to his own 32-yard line. Sorry, 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Desert Warriors right there. The ball is going to be on the near hash to us here in the press box as they'll break the huddle. Vieira, the quarterback, he's going to have a running back.
Gutierrez is back in. He's to his right.
To his right, okay. He's got trips to the near side. Did they run out of time? A flag comes in. They got 12 guys on the field. Yeah, too many men on the field. I was wondering because they had trips and that wide receiver over there plus a running back, and I was like, well, that wouldn't have been that would have been all right.
Yeah.
Do they have a tight end?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they had twins over there.
Oh, that's what it was. I missed that. Yeah, they had twins. That's what I thought. That's where there wouldn't have been a running back.
Yes.
All right, so they move him back 5 yards. As the quarterback is in the backfield by himself, Vieira. He's got trips to the near side, which is the short side. Slot and a wide out over there. He's going to throw it over here to his second guy, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. Nice little play, nice little screen pass.
Yeah, a little screen pass over to the left to Montez. Huffman and Rodriguez for the Bulldogs come over and make the tackle, but a good pickup for the Desert Warriors.
So it'll be 2nd down, and, I forgot they hit the 5. They didn't pick up 8. I thought that was the first down. It'll be 2nd down at 12. They picked up 3.
Okay.
My mistake. When I looked over there at the down marker, I was thinking that was the first down, but that's where they were at when they started. So 2nd down and 12, pick up a 3, 5:29 and counting here in the first quarter. Trips to the far side now, twins to the near side. Vieira in the backfield by himself. Bulldogs showing a blitz. Let's see if they're showing the 3 down lineman and middle linebacker coming, and they do bring it. He steps into one. It's caught and going to pick up about 5 yards to the 40-yard line. Well, they're going to give him to the 41.
Yeah, so actually moving Johnson up and down that defensive line. That's Johnson that came from the middle there. Wesson over there to cover on that pass and make the tackle for the Bulldogs.
We're going under 5 minutes now, 4:58 and counting, as they've got a 3rd down and 7. They've got to get to the 47-yard line. It's a short 7. Ball about middle way between the 40 and the 41. near the middle of the field. In fact, almost right on the X are the Desert Warriors. Again, trips to the far side, Twins to the near side. Vieira looking over the defense. Bulldogs are going to bring 5 this time, and he's going to step up into pressure and get away from it, does Vieira, and he's going to be tackled about a yard short of the first down.
We got past the defensive linemen that were rushing, and Wesson and Finley do a good job of just trapping him. He couldn't go right or left, so he tried to split them. They make the tackle just short of the first down.
So now down to 4:15 and counting. Probably going to be under 4 minutes here in the first quarter before they run a play. And it looks like they're coming out to punt. So number 33 is coming in. The quarterback, Vieira, coming off the field. So with a 4th and 1 at the 46-yard line, their side of the field. Well, he's going back under the huddle now, so we'll see Vieira come over, but he's back in the huddle.
Oh, gosh.
And now another player coming in.
Yeah, they better hurry.
All right, so it'll be 4th and 1. Got to get them set before you call the snap. He gets them set, turns, hands it off. They get the first down right at it. Boy, that was close. The Bulldogs stack him up, but he got it by about a half a yard.
Yeah, I think Gutierrez back in, number 33 for the Desert Warriors, handed it up the middle. Good job by the line. They got just enough push for him to get past the yard marker, and about 4 Bulldogs in there drove him backwards, but first down, Desert Warriors.
All right, so 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line as the quarterback came over to the sideline this time to get the play. 3:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 22-0. We scored on our opening kickoff. We received the first kickoff. We score on that. We come out and hold them. They get a first down and then hold them, make them punt. We score on the next offensive play, which was our first offensive play. And then we've run 2 other offensive plays since then. Snap is back, going to turn, fake the handoff. It's a little shuttle pass out to the right side. Ooh, nice come up and play over there by Finley.
Shuttled it over there to Montez. Let the defensive line come hard, kind of like a screen pass over there, but it was a shuttle. And as soon as he caught it and turned to his right, Finley Rascon took out his legs. Hard
to run when you don't have any legs.
It is.
Good tackle. He tackled for not a loss, but just right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. And that was inbound, so it'll be 2:33 and counting here in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 22-0. Desert Warriors break the huddle. They're on the far hash, going from the south to the north. And I got a good view of that center this time, and he is offsides, but they're not going to call it. His head's over the ball. All right, snap is and throw it to the right side. Oh, and the receiver came in. He threw it out, so incomplete.
Yeah. That's number 80 out there again, whichever one it is. As you said, he turned inside and he threw the out route, so incomplete.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. And you know, it may be I may be wrong on that, Robbie. I said the center's offside. His head is over the ball. I mean, he's out in front of it, but maybe there's something that I'm wrong about, and I probably am. I'm not calling it, so it's not offsides. All right, it'll be 3rd down and 10 at their own 48-yard line. 2:11. Clock stopped on the incompletion. 2:11 to go here in the first quarter with the Bulldogs leading 22-0. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. They do have a slot and a wide out to the other side. Quarterback Vieira takes a look over the Bulldog defense. And still looking over here to the trips, trying to figure out what the Bulldogs are going to do there. Bulldogs sneaking up like they're in blitz. They just bring 3. Throws over the middle. It's intercepted. Rodriguez going the other direction. He's to the 40. He's to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. No penalties on the field. Rodriguez steps in front and goes.
Absolutely. He read that all the way, trying to go across the middle. And Rodriguez, from his linebacker position, read the quarterback's eyes. He looked at the receiver the whole time, stepped in front, went to the left sideline. And Joby, I knew he was fast, but, man, he showed some speed on that, just getting down that sideline. There wasn't a Desert Warrior that had a chance.
When he broke to catch that ball, it was like a bullet coming out the end of a barrel. He broke in front of that, never broke stride. Beautiful speed there by Rodriguez. Touchdown Bulldogs, 28-0, 2:01 to go. They're in the swinging gate. And let's see if they come out of it. Or if they're going to bring a man across. Now they're going to come out of it and line up. In the normal PAT, doesn't mean we're going to kick it, but we're going to line up like we're going to kick it. Score will be 29-0 if this kick goes. Casadas holding. Finley Rascon doing the kicking. Here's the kick. It looks good. And it was, he missed it.
Wow.
Was that left? It looked like
it.
All right, so the kick no good. 28-0 Bulldogs. 2:01 to go here in the first quarter. Stay right there.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center is and 2 to 4 p.m.
All right, we're back. We had some internet issues, so bear with us as it's going in and out on us. But the Bulldogs almost got a kickoff recovery there, Robbie. Had a chance at one.
They did. And just going back, that interception was huge for the Bulldogs, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. That interception, Joby, he covered 50 yards. So Rodriguez, great interception going 50 yards. But as you mentioned, that kick was so high, neither Desert Warrior caught it and hit the ground, went off one's leg, and there was a scramble for it.
And we almost got it, but it scrambled out from under the pile, and the only one back there was the Desert Warrior. So 1st and 10 for them at their own 22-yard line. As the quarterback, Vieta, has a running back to his right, going to turn, hand it off to him. Bulldogs right there, but he squirts by. He's going to pick up about 3 yards.
That offensive line is doing a decent job for the Warriors as he's getting past that first level. Wesson makes the tackle from his middle linebacker position, but doing a good job. And there's Montez running the ball and finding little creases.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 after the pickup of 3. 1:34 and counting here in the first quarter as Vieta, the quarterback, gets his marching orders from his coach on the sideline. He's back in the huddle now. Great crowd here for Artesia. Brought the cheerleaders as well. And, of course, got a big football team over there. Lots of players on the sideline. Quarterback Vieira in the shotgun. He has a running back to his left. Got a couple of X-backs over here on the left side. Turn, hand it off. And again, he's going to get into the middle there and be stopped after a pickup of about 1.
Yeah, and again, that's Gutierrez just handing the ball off, trying to find a lane. And Wesson makes the tackle again for the Bulldogs.
We're going under a minute now. We're down to 53 seconds and counting as it's 3rd down and 6 for the Desert Warriors as they're huddled up. And they're going to have to get a playoff. Boy, the moon's coming up over there, coming over the mountain. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful moon coming up. I bet you one of our cameras will that here in a bit when we have a minute. Well, again, running back to the right, Vieta. He's going to turn, hand up, balls on the floor, and Bulldogs have it. Turnover on the phone.
Yeah, just a mishap between the quarterback and the running back, and it came out, and Johnson comes up with it for the Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10 at the Santa Teresa Desert Warrior 25-yard line with 29.7 seconds to go in the first quarter.
That's a great fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. Don't you fumble away a great deal on your next SUV. Fall on a great deal with Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales.
So the Bulldogs have a chance here to get into a running clock with 28 seconds. If we can get a score, and that's in the first quarter, 29.7 seconds. It's the offense back on the field, and looks like we've got a different quarterback. Is it, or is it him? It's 28, and there's 28.
Teresa is back there.
And so who is not in there? Oh, here comes the quarterback. All right, so the Bulldogs, they're not counting yet. They're about to. So Almendares running quarterback. I think that means we're running the ball here. He's really deep. No, he's going to throw. He turns, throws it over to the right side, and coming back to it. Touchdown, Artesia, number 21.
And there that is. Armendares, the safety for the Bulldogs, throws to the cornerback, David Hammond, for the Bulldogs on a go route, and David has to plant and come back to it in the end zone, makes a great catch. Oh, my gosh. What is going on, Joby?
I don't know. It was confusing me. He was standing about 8 yards deep for the snap. I'm like, what are we going to do right here? We hadn't seen this.
That's crazy.
I'm putting in some things in nobody has seen. 34-0. It didn't take long. 6 seconds. 23.3 seconds to go as they swing out of the swinging gate. So we're still in the first quarter, and if they make this field goal or this PAT, it'll be 35-0, and we'll have a running clock here in the first half. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it looked good to me, and it was with 23.3 seconds in the first quarter. Artesia 35, Santa Teresa 0. We'll be back more football right here on Friday Night Lights.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment and parts department to provide the equipment you rely on. With brands like
locations in Texas, so that no matter where you're
stop in and see or 748-1314.
Earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Here's the kick, is going to be caught from Parrish. Nice deep kick up in. First quarter, as Robbie said, 35-0 Artesia. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. When we come back, we'll have the second quarter action.
Fall flowers are in at Sun Country Home and Garden Center in Artesia. Mums, pansies, flowering kale, and more, providing color over the winter into spring. Did you know that fall is a great time to plant cold, sturdy trees and shrubs? The cooler weather makes transplanting less stressful for the plant, and they'll grow great in the spring. Take advantage of the September special. 15% off in-stock perennials, shrubs, roses, and trees. Junipers and pines are 40% off. Sun Country Home and Garden Center, 2707 South 1st Street in Artesia.
A night of music that'll bring you joy.
Okay, both teams on the in their huddles on the sideline as we get ready to go here for the Desert Warriors as they have flipped the field. The second quarter now ready to get underway after that kickoff return out to just a football out in front of the 25-yard line for Santee.
Right now, Roswell leads Piedra Vista in the second quarter 10-0. Goddard 14, Belen 0 in the first quarter, and Mayfield and Deming are tied at 0-0 in the first quarter.
All right, so the quarterback, Vieira, in the shotgun. He's got a running back to his right. Wide receiver out this way. They've got a slot and a wide out to the other side, plus an X-back, or a tight end, actually. Now he brings a man in motion. He's going to turn and just hand it to him. He tries to get around the corner, which he does, but then a Bulldog just closes speed, pick up a 2.
I just want to make sure, it's Wesson from his middle linebacker position. Again, Finley Rascon at the corner did his job. He cut him inside. And Weston coming with that closing speed that he has makes the tackle. Finley breaks off the block and helps him, but mainly Weston.
Yeah, and it looked like he had some green grass there, but because of that closing speed we both talked about, he tackles him for just a 2-yard gain, does Weston. Second down and 8 for the Desert Warriors. They're on their own 28-yard line as they have a tight end to the near side. Bring a man in motion again. Snap is back. He's going to turn, look down the field, and throw it, and running down the field, and then yeah, I'm wondering if that's offensive because he shoved our guy down. Are they calling it on Philip Finley Rascon?
Yeah, Finley had some good press coverage up there on the line of scrimmage and then stayed with him. They had hands on each other down the field. Not bad, but had him on it. And then right there at the end, number 80 pushed Finley down to the ground. So pass falls incomplete, but they are going to call it, looks like, defensive pass interference.
Well, he hadn't said nothing yet. The White Hat's still looking. Bulldogs are backing up. But White Hat's still looking, seeing if he can get the call.
Well, he did say it.
I missed it?
Yeah, he said thanks.
Oh, okay. I thought I watched him, but I did. Okay, so it'll be 15-yard penalty. It'll be first down for the Desert Warriors out at their own 43-yard line on the near hash is where it'll be. First and 10. 11-12 to go in the first half. Bulldogs lead 35-0. We are under running clock now, which they'll roll it now, and they do. Quarterback Vieta in the shotgun. They're going to run a counter this way. Hilm running the ball, and Bulldogs were there. Well, and they just cover him up, turn in there. Finley Rascon turns him in, and then Bulldogs eat him up.
Yeah, Rafael Orozco for the Bulldogs. Vieira tried to do a spin move to the inside, and when he turned inside, Orozco just hit him under the chin and planted him into the ground.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10, gain of 0 as we're down to 10:43 and counting in the first half. 35-0 Bulldogs. The moon came up over the mountains, looked huge, and then it's funny how it looks so big when it comes up, and then it kind of narrowed down, but it's kind of behind some clouds, but still a pretty moon tonight, full moon, or almost full. Maybe it is full, I don't know. All right, so Bulldog defense ready to go here. Vieta has a running back to his left. Snap is back. He's looking to throw to the right side. He's going to sling it out here. It's going to be too far, too high, incomplete.
Yeah, really nothing there. I mean, other than they're just running an out route. That's Emmanuel Luna, number 8, running the out route, and Vienna just missed him. I mean, he had a window there to hit him with, and he didn't have a lot of pressure on him. So he just bad throw to the sideline.
Clock still running, of course, 9:55 and counting. 3rd down and 10 at their own 43-yard line. And they're going to huddle it up and talk about it. As they break the huddle, come out 3rd and 10 as we get down under 9:40 and counting here in the first half. Running clock, 35-0 Bulldogs. We've scored in about every way you can score, I think. Well, we haven't kicked a field goal yet. Snap is back, hands it off to the second guy. He's into the secondary and tackled there after a pickup of 7.
Brought a corner blitz that time from the offensive left side. So just breaking up the middle is Montez. Boy, showed that speed up there, showed a sidestep, and then went down. I think it was Weston on the tackle.
It was 4th down and 3, and they're going to send Vieta back in. So go for it here on the 50-yard line. The nose of the ball on the 50. They're just to toward the middle, but near the near hash here as they go from the north to the south here in the second quarter. And we're under 9 minutes now. As they will line up with the 2 running backs to the right of Vieta in the shotgun. 4th down, they'll probably try to draw us offside. They just go quick snap. The ball is there, and he will not get the first down as he is wrapped up and slammed.
And that's Grantham again. He got a hold of him and was not letting go that time. Swung him around and made the tackle. So good play by Grantham.
So turnover on downs. The running back not getting up at this point, so hopefully he is okay. I think we'll go ahead and take a break right here. So we'll be back when Bulldog offense comes back after that fumble, after that turnover on downs.
A night of music that'll bring you joy. Compassion presents We Are Messengers, Where the Joy Is tour. With special guest Cochran and Company. And Ben Fuller. Sunday, October 15th in Carlsbad at Walter Gerald's Performing Arts Center. We Are Messengers, Where the Joy Is tour with Cochran and Company and Ben Fuller. Tickets are available now at wearemessengersmusic.com.
For the turnover on downs, they get the young man off the field. I think he's going to be okay. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And they got trips to the far side. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the backfield. Snap, turn, hand it off to Frankie. He looks for a hole. Nobody touches him till late. He goes right by the safety. 20-10, touchdown Artesia. Big run by Frankie Galindo. Great up front blocking.
Yeah, that line is just taking care of business as he's through, and they're getting to the second level. They're blocking the linebacker, too, because Frankie's just running right up the middle, and the only one there is safety. And he gave him a juke move and left him standing there and went in the end zone.
All right, so 41-0 Artesia with 8:14 to go here in the first half as the Bulldogs line up in the swinging gate. Byers goes in motion. Now they'll swing out of it and line up for the PAT. If they kick this through, then they're only 8 points away from having the 50-point run rule. So we were talking about, Robbie, we've scored on an interception return. We scored on a kickoff return. Have we scored on a punt return?
No.
Okay, here's the kick, and the kick is no good. Oh, it is good. It snuck in. Man, I was wrong again. All right, 42-0, 8:14 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs lead.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
All right, welcome back, folks. That scoring drive for the Bulldogs, one play, 50-yard touchdown run by Galindo. The kick was good by Finley Rascon. And that scoring summary is brought to you by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. Score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie at Artesia Ford.
All right, here we go. Parrish lines it up on the X, and he gets the go-ahead from the White Hat. Here comes the kick, and it's going to be deep once again. Drives him back all the way over his head to the. He touched it. He's going to have to pick it up. He does at about the 3-yard line, and then he's going to get hammered at the 5.
Well, that's dangerous. He probably thought it was going to go into the end zone, and that's Ramirez, Armando Ramirez for the Desert Warriors, and it went straight up in the air. And he had to wait for it to come down, and by the time it came down, number 38 for the Bulldogs, Miguel Soto, was there to make the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line, 7:45 and counting here in the first half, as the Bulldogs lead 42-0. And it was a shoulder injury, I think, to the running back. They're putting ice to him over here on the sideline, so I think he's okay, but because he didn't leave the facility. Trips to the wide side, which is the near side. Running back to the left of the quarterback in the backfield. Takes a snap. He's looking. Now he's going to turn and just run up the field, but he's chased down from behind. Got about a yard on the pickup.
Good job by Huffman, who is playing mainly defensive end tonight on the left side. And he was engaged with the offensive lineman. And as soon as Viano tried to cut up, he just reached out there, grabbed a hold, and made the tackle.
So actually, from here, it looked like he got about a yard, but according to the down marker, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. So he got him right at the line of scrimmage when he took him down. 6:50 and counting here in the first half. As Santa Teresa taking their time in the huddle. 42-0 Bulldogs. It is a running clock on a beautiful evening here in Santa Teresa High School facility. All right. 2 running backs to his left. Vieta takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to the second one. Bulldogs were there. He gets through the first wave, and then he's tackled for a loss. Looks like about a 3-yard loss.
Gutierrez just running to his left, and it looks like McDonald and Johnson were in on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
So it'll be 3rd down and short 13 with 6:13 and counting to go in the first half. The ball back on their 6-yard line. They started on their 5. Actually, they didn't. They started on their 7 or 8, and so the Bulldogs have got them for a loss there. We're going to get under 6 minutes before they come up and snap the ball. Desert Warriors quarterback Vieta in the shotgun. He's got 1 running back to his right. He's got a couple up on the tackle. He's going to run that counter again to himself. Bounces it outside, but nowhere to go.
Yeah, Huffman, Agidi, and let me get one more in there. 23 for the Bulldogs. We're getting some other guys in there. That's Jaden Hudson. Quickly on him to make the tackle.
So the punt team coming out here, and I don't know that the Bulldogs will try to block this. Maybe try to do a punt return here because it's a short, nowhere for the punter to hide back there, and they run that real wide splits where the Bulldogs can just charge up the middle. They almost got one earlier, and then they didn't quite get there the last time they punted. We're down to 5:10 and counting here in the first half. Running clock in effect as the Desert Warriors sitting back near the goal line, the punter. Bulldogs are coming after it. He gets it blocked, and that's going to be 2 points as Rodriguez blocks the punt out of bounds, safety.
Yeah, the problem with that is he couldn't get as deep as he normally gets because of the defense backed him up so far. So he's closer. Rodriguez goes untouched, blocks it, goes out of the end zone. But I was looking at who was covering who on that, Joby. We had defensive linemen out covering receivers on that.
Yeah, we were coming with our speed guys to block the punt, and that's exactly what happened. All right, 44-0, 4:55 to go in the first half. We'll take a break. Bulldogs with the lead.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
You, me, you, me, you.
Not me.
Gene says, not me. I thought it was Robbie. No, he says me. I don't know. Good game, Robbie. Bulldogs are really firing on all cylinders.
Well, I don't have an ad to read on a block punt.
I know.
I'm just thinking this through right now. I'm going, was it me? I don't know. Was it?
Is it me? Is it you, me?
Yeah.
You? We just both looked at Gene. He just looked at us.
Huh?
We have?
Yeah. We did a fumble, interception.
There's not a block punt.
There's not a block punt.
We've done several touchdowns. All right, here's the kick.
Okay.
Here it comes. It's going to be caught. We're going to be able to run this. Kahn catches it. Running up the middle this time. He's got a lot of room to go. That's Duran to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Oh, there's a flag back there. He's going to bring back. Oh, he threw that really late. Touchdown Bulldogs, but the White Hat did throw a penalty. And so it'll be an illegal block on the Artesia Bulldogs. And see him telling the sideline. That'll bring us back.
Yeah, I ran the starburst and gave it to the middle guy that time, Duran, who's a speedster. So much speed on the Bulldog team, but he just went up the middle. Great blocking because nobody even attempted to tackle him, and then he just split two guys and went to the end zone. Back to that block punt. That was brought to you by Artesia Ford. When it's time for a new truck, don't get blocked. Get a great deal from Raul Rodriguez at Artesia Ford.
So the illegal block will bring the Bulldogs back on that starburst return up the middle. And Durand just lit it up, didn't he? He flew down the field. All right, so we're going to huddle up here. 4:37 to go in the ball game. 44-0 Bulldogs as they get ready to break the huddle, and they do. And it's going to be Casadas in at quarterback. And Pata, I think, is the running back, the sophomore. So we got and the offensive line looks a little bit different. So Casadas will take the snap in the normal standard A formation. He looks to his left, looks to his right. He's got a man streaking. It's going to be caught at the 20 by, who is that? Number 80.
Gosh.
In traffic, he brings it in. Number 81 for the Bulldogs.
All right, that's that name I can't pronounce again. Quillar,
or
what is that's still not it. Had the guy tell me what it was. But great. He was covered all day long. I don't know how he caught that ball because the defender was right there.
Great catch. 3:51 and counting. Bulldogs ready to go at the 20-yard line of Sanity. Snap is back. He's looking to his right, looks back to his left. He's got Diego Lopez wide open. Touchdown, Artesia. I don't see any penalties on the field. The DB fell down as Diego made a move on him, went by him.
You know what that pass was?
That's a touchdown.
You know what it was?
Yeah, touchdown.
Delectable.
50-0 Bulldogs with 3:33 to go here in the first half as the Bulldogs will line up for the PAT or fake PAT or go for two. I don't know. We'll see. Right now they're lined up swinging gate. So I think you have to play through the first half. So I think so. All right, so they line up in it or the ball game would be over right now. In motion, and now they'll swing out of it. That was sophomore Jack Byers in motion. And so they'll line up in the normal PAT. Finley Rascone to do the kicking. Johnson to do the snapping. Casadas to do the holding. Snap is back. Hold is down good. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 3:33 to go in the first half, 51-0, Artesia will be back.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. Being a mom of two boys, I know the struggle after a long day of trying to get dinner on the table. So let us take that off your to-do list. Come by and try our 10-piece feast. A 10-piece dark special with mashed potatoes, gravy, creamy coleslaw, 5 buttermilk biscuits, and a half-gallon beverage bucket of your choice for only $31.99. We will also now honor our competitors' coupons at our location. Yes, that's right. Save your gas from driving across town and bring their coupons to our store. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back. Here's Robbie's looking for the summary on that touchdown.
2 plays, covered 66 yards, 20-yard touchdown pass from Cazares to Lopez. And that touchdown summary is brought to you by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit Robbie at Artesia Ford Sales.
Go Bulldogs. All right, so 3:33 to go here in the what? That's my catchphrase.
If you're going to do it, do it.
Go Bulldogs.
Okay, there it is.
Is that
All right,
better?
yes.
That's my catchphrase. I know it's very unique.
It's original.
I know. Go Bulldogs. All right, so it'll be Parashin to do the kicking. 3:33 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs 51, Santa Teresa 0. As he lines it up on the X. And here's the kick. Another good, deep, high kick. It's going to drive him back inside the 10. It goes through his hands. He's going to have to hurry to get it. He does at the 1-yard line. Bulldogs right there, and he goes down at about the 1.
Let me see who that was. Hang on. It's the same guy as last time. That's Soto that hustles down the field and gets to, and there's number 15, Joby. Messer or Morales. Okay. One of those guys caught that ball. As you said, it was over his head, stuck his hands up, went right through his hands, bounced, and did not go into the end zone again.
Well, even if it had him, I think he had touched it,
Yep.
so he had to go get it.
You're right.
So it looks like they're right on the, no, maybe they're on the 2. Are they on the 2? Can you tell with your binocs?
Binocs? They're on the 2.
Okay, so they're on the 2-yard line with 2:52 and counting left here in the first half, and the band is down ready to go out on the field. So if they're unable to score, it'll be the 50-run rule at the half as they line up right up their own 2-yard line. They got a really overload here, unless the guys move over. Overload right. As the
he moved over.
Okay, now they're counting down, but they're going to get the snap off, turn, hand it off. Bulldogs right there, and that might be a safety. He's in the end zone back at the 10. That's a safety.
Yeah, I gave it to number 6 back there on the lead play, trying to get Gutierrez to lead, and somebody got a hold of him a long way up here, and they spun him around back into the end zone, and then he tried to get out of the end zone, and Huffman's back there to make the safety.
Yeah, there was about 6 Bulldogs helping him, and he was at about 8 yards deep when he went down. So safety, that takes the score 53-0. Clock didn't stop, so they're going to run it during this change of possession. 1:49 and counting. As they'll come out either in punt or kickoff from the 20.
Really don't have a scoring update on Mayfield and Deming. It says 0-0 in the first, but I don't know that anybody's updating that score. Let me check on the other ones.
We'll go and take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Home healthcare is healthcare in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
All right, welcome back. Here's the Artesia Bulldogs will now be back to receive the kick at the Santa Teresa Desert Warrior 20-yard line. 1:24 to go in the ball game. It's 53-0 after that safety.
16-0. It shows Roswell over Piedra Vista right now. Showing second quarter probably near half.
All right, so the kicker ready to go. They are kicking and not punting just like a while ago. And he is going to kick it deep enough. The Bulldogs come up. They will run the starburst. They're going to run it. And it's going to go right up the middle again. They have it sniffed out this time, but he breaks away, does Durant. He's got a lot. Oh, great block as he gets down the sideline, but he's going to be tackled. Boy, Seiss, I think, was on that block. Man, he lit somebody up. So he'll get inside the 40-yard line of Santa Teresa as we're going to be under a minute before the offense comes out.
It looks like we got Derek Warren coming in at quarterback, along with the whole other offense.
So it'll be Warren in at QB. We're down to 45 seconds as the Bulldogs getting their guys into the huddle. And the offense will break the huddle and get to run at least one play. We're down to 36 seconds and counting as Warren takes a look. We're missing a player, so the Bulldogs missing an up there. He comes, swings over to this side. We weren't missing, just lined up on the wrong spot. 25 seconds. Snap is back. Going to run the speed option. Kick it out to Parra. He's on to the 40. Cuts back. Now he kicks back outside, and he's going to be breaking tackles, still on his feet, but now he'll finally be drugged down after a pickup of about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, good job by Parra. I mean, running hard out there, which, you know, Artesia backs do. Seeing a sophomore back there, and just broke a couple of tackles, but the Warriors did a good job of converging on him, not letting him break free.
And down to 0 is the clock. The Artesia Bulldogs win in the first half, 53-0. We'll go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll have the final stats of the ball game.
We have the Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment.
Okay, we've got the Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment. Gene just reminds me. Okay. well, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back to our Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment. And we're in Santa Teresa. I know many of you are not, but that's why we're there, to bring you the ball game, and it's time to do our Fan of the Week segment, and we have a great Fan of the Week, Jeff Bowman. Jeff, thank you so much for doing this.
Glad to be able to help out.
Yeah, Jeff, a longtime resident of this area, you were telling me about how you and your brother grew up on the farm wanting to be a Bulldog, wanting to play football.
Absolutely. Back in those days, we didn't have computers, we didn't have internet, we didn't have video games, and so all we had basically was each other out in the country, and so we would go out and we would play football and other sports, and our highlight every fall was Friday night. We didn't have too much exciting going on as far as the what was happening out there, and so what we looked forward to was going to the Bulldog football games, and we enjoyed that greatly. And in between that time, we would get out in the front yard when we were little guys, and we would play football and throw passes to each other. After that, as we got bigger and kind of outgrew the yard, then we went to the road and to the alfalfa fields and threw passes to each other. And we grew up, and we absolutely love Bulldogs, and our blood runs orange.
That is great. So you grew up at a time while the Bulldog legacy was being built by L.G. Henderson. The Bulldog Bowl was built. You probably got to see that as that was actually being constructed.
Absolutely. And a lot of the early football championship games we saw, well, anything that was any game at home, we watched that. And remember the big hole in the out there, and wondering what it was going to look like ultimately, and turned out to be a magnificent facility and very respected over the state.
Still first class to this day. So you get to go to high school, you get to play sports, you and your brother. You played football. L.G. Henderson was your coach, but you also had a Henderson that was on the team with you.
That's right. My brother was quarterback in 1969, started, or backup in 69, starter in 70, and then I started in 71 and 72. Well, in my class, Cripper Henderson was in that class, and number 88, he played tight end, and unfortunately for him, we had mainly a running offense, and so he was blocking most of the time. We ran the old Green Bay, Lombardi guard pull, guard trap type offense, as well as the lead plays, and but every once in a while we would throw the ball.
Every once in a while. Did they throw it to the slot, or did they actually throw it to the tight end?
Well, every once in a while we threw it to the tight end. In fact, I was mentioning to you earlier that after the practice each day, everybody else would go in, and Cripper and I would stay out, and we would run the pass patterns and plays that were applicable to the tight end, and those were mainly throwbacks or a special play called, my senior is like 626 lead pass, which we faked the lead play, which everybody thought we were going to run the lead because we did it 99.9% of the time. And we faked it. Usually the tight end would slip out and be open. And in fact, we did that at a special game my junior year. At the end of the season, we didn't make the playoffs, and Carlsbad didn't. Back then, only a few teams did. And so at the end of the season, they arranged a special game between Carlsbad and Artesia. and only the juniors and the sophomores and the freshmen who were going to be on the team next year played. And so we went up there and we played the game, and right at the end of the game we were behind, and we were driving, and we were running a couple of the patterns, a throwback pattern that went to the tight ends, and a couple went to Cooper, and a couple went to the other end, and so we get down near the goal line, and it's only a couple of yards, and so we line up in the formation that everybody expects us to run the lead play off the tackle, and Coach Henderson calls the 626 lead pass, which we've practiced hour after hour after hour. So fake the ball, the handoff into the inside, and of course they crashed out. Cooper went to the outside, and somehow I managed to get the pass to him, and he made a good catch, and we ended up winning that football game.
Wow, what a story! And I think you knew then that Coach Henderson would be a passing coach. As we see the spread offense and the passing offense, you probably got a little sight of that early on.
Absolutely. I know that he maybe was a little frustrated in not being able to get the ball more, and certainly would have loved to have been in a spread offense where they threw it. Of course, they would have had to have a quarterback to throw it, and I'm not sure I qualified to do that. But I know that afterwards, that's certainly the way he went, even though his dad was primarily a run-based offense. He went out and was innovative, as he's been innovative with a lot of things, and started running the spread offense in high school, and was one of the first coaches to do that. And some coaches would only do that for 1 year, and when they had the personnel to do that. And Coach Henderson, amazingly enough, has been able to do that year after year very effectively, and had a lot of community support and a good program from the ground up that has developed the kids that can throw the ball, kids that can catch the ball, and it's just been amazing at the program he's been able to develop here. Sure,
and it continued with Coach Rex Henderson, and now obviously with Jeremy Maupin and what he's doing with the program. So you graduate from high school. Did you go off to, I'm assuming you went to college?
I did. I graduated from high school here, had an academic scholarship at the University of Texas at El Paso, went 4 years there, and then went to law school at Texas Tech. Go Raiders.
Next year. There's always next year.
Yeah.
For Texas Tech. Anyway, and so did you come back to Artesia right away, or did you go someplace else and do some law before you came back here?
After law school, I worked with the Hinkle firm in Roswell, and traveled a lot. We went and worked on projects in different places, spent a year in Oklahoma City, and then mainly working in oil and gas. Then a friend of mine called me and kept trying to convince me to come help him run his company, oil and gas exploration company in Texas. So in 1985, I moved to Texas and helped him run his business, and then he sold his business around 1992. And so I had a number of options of where to go. And my wife and I decided to move back to Artesia, a lot because of the Artesia traditions and the school system and the kids being able to play, and we wanted our kids to have the advantages of Artesian playing activities. And she's very short and I'm very short, so we figured they were going to be short, and we know Artesia always gives kids an opportunity, and we're very fortunate. Our kids played a lot of sports. Both of them played football, swam, ran track, played golf, and did very well at those things. And the oldest was actually in the band in addition to all of that. So it was very fortunate, and we've appreciated Artesia and the school system, and have really, that was a good decision for us.
Sure. And did you get any grief over raising a kicker?
Only when he missed, which fortunately wasn't very often. But no, I tell you what, I know my parents experienced some stress having quarterbacks, but it's also very stressful when you have a child that's a kicker. But fortunately, he's very good, and he had good, usually good protection and good job. So
that's kind of in the football world that the kicker position tends to get picked on a little bit. But when you have a good one, you know it, and it really helps the offense and everybody else with what they get to do. You're on the school board for Artesia, the Board of Education. When did you get on the school board, and what was your motivation for wanting to do that?
Just finished my 24th year on the school board. I'm currently the president. I really had no ambition to do that. In fact, no political ambition. I'm want to be in the background doing things and not necessarily in politics itself. But a lot of people came to me and said, hey, we'd like for you to run. We feel like you'd be an asset to us. And so they did some arm twisting, and so I did, and been on there for 24 years.
And that's been quite an experience, too. All the different things and challenges that school boards all across the country are facing right now. But you've got a great group of board members, and I know Lowell Irby passed away recently, and that's big shoes to fill there, but that's got to be rewarding when you see things happening smoothly as they tend to do.
Artesia's had a great tradition in many areas, and certainly the school board has been one of them. We have a lot of continuity. We have a lot of continuity in the administration leadership, and I was fortunate when I got on to be able to watch and listen to some really good board members, and it's carried on. And we've had at times some difficult issues and so forth, but nothing like COVID. That was extremely difficult. It was a lot of stress on everybody, and I lost a lot of sleep. I was very concerned about our kids and their education, and talked to a lot of people in Santa Fe about that, and unfortunately they didn't listen to us very much, but certainly that was a very trying time, and really glad to have that behind us.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't for a lack of effort. There are lots of people around the state that were trying to make the case on doing things a little bit differently than what they are. You do still get to travel a little bit. You probably wear orange from time to time. Do people immediately know you're from Artesia? Or if you get to tell the Artesia story to people from out of town, what are you most excited about telling people about Artesia and the whole experience here?
Well, fortunately, I usually don't have to tell them about it. It's like, you're from Artesia, and they know the traditions here, not just sports, but everything else. And everywhere we go, if they've had exposure to our kids, they say those are the best behaved kids. They're super good kids. And as far as wearing my orange, yes, I do it. In fact, I wore one today. It's one of my favorites, and I've probably worn this to maybe 10 state championship games, and so I wore this specially. But my wife happened to go to Roswell High School. She graduated the same year that I did, and so it took a while for her to get oriented to this Artesia Bulldog thing, but she's bought in. But I still get that question about, why does 3/4 of your closet have to be orange? And so...
Why is that even a question?
Well, if you went to Roswell High, I guess that's a question. But I've been able to maintain most of mine, except for what I've given away to others. So,
sure.
Yeah.
No, that's great. And they've got a pretty good football coach and a pretty good program up at Roswell High right now. So nothing to be ashamed of there. Well, we have for you, for enduring this time, we've got a beautiful Fan of the Week mug that we're going to get to you, and a $50 gift card from the Adobe Rose that you're welcome to use anytime. And we thank you for all that you've done on the school board, and of course as a supporter of Bulldog sports and the athletics and all education here in Artesia. Thank you so much, Jeff, for doing this.
Well, thank you. And I'd also, this is unsolicited, I'd just like to thank Tate Branch and his family for all that they've done for the community through their foundation that they've established. They help our school kids and our schools, and just really appreciate that. And really everybody, there is so much support here. It's really crazy just how much we have, and that's another thing that people just don't believe what we have here. In fact, we just recently had a visitor come in from out of town, and my wife's longtime friend, and she was just blown away with what we have here and the support that everyone gives our kids. And so I just thank everybody in our community, and especially as a school board member, to thank them for the private partnerships that we have, not just with Tate Branch, but with all the people. And so thank you very much.
They do a fantastic job. The Written in Red Foundation is the Tate Branch Foundation. There's a lot of kids with school supplies. There's a lot of kids with shoes, thanks to that Written in Red Foundation and the other programs that they help out with. Right. Jeff Bowman, our Fan of the Week. If there's a Fan of the Week you'd like to nominate, get a hold of Perry here at Tate Branch, and who knows, they may come up before the season's over. I think I was counting in my head. I think we've got at least 6 more games that we're going to be playing this year. Did I get the math right on that?
Or more.
Or more. All right.
Not or. There will be more.
There will be more. 7. I miscounted. I forgot we're playing one tonight. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, folks. We'll get you back to Santa Teresa in just a moment.
over, but the Artesia Bulldogs win at the half. Final score 53-0. And Josh Howard with the stats.
Here are your game stats tonight for Santa Teresa. 3 first downs, 20 rushes for 33 yards, 3 receptions for 5 yards, making 5 passing yards on the night. They were 3 for 8 on the night. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 fumble lost. They had 3 penalties for 31 yards. Your game stats for the Bulldogs: 6 first downs, 3 rushes for 106 yards, 4 receptions for 178 yards for 178 yards passing. 4 of 6 on the night, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 0 fumbles lost. Your stat leaders tonight for Santa Teresa, rushing, Ulysses Montes, 6 rushes for 24 yards. David Gutierrez, 9 for 10 yards. And Nicholas Vieira, 4 for 1 yard. Passing on the night, Nicholas Vieira, 3 for 8 for 5 yards and 1 interception. Leading the way receiving for the Warriors was Ulysses Montes, 1 reception for 3 yards. And Jonas Lopez, 1 for 2. Leading the way for Artesia rushing was Frankie Galindo, 2 rushes for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. David Ibarra had 1 rush for 5 yards. Passing, number 39, Nia Estrada, was 1 for 2 for 77 yards and 1 touchdown. Isaac Caceres, 3 completions on 2 attempts, 69 yards and a touchdown. And Jesse Armendariz, 1 for 1 for 35 yards and a touchdown tonight. Receiving, Isaac Caceres, 1 for 77 yards and a touchdown. Crescencio Cuela, 1 for 46. David Hammond, 1 for 35 and a touchdown. Diego Lopez, 1 for 20 and a touchdown tonight. Leading the way defensively, Josiah Rodriguez had an interception, a 50-yard touchdown return. And then Diego Wesson on the night, 4.5 solo tackles. And then we also had a fumble recovery for our defense. Not a great night for stats, but we just kind of scored on every play.
Right. So not big stats, but some big averages, I guess, is the way to look at it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh. So Robbie's going to get back on with me, and big night for the Bulldogs as they end up getting the win at the half and come out here, Robbie, and pretty much score however they want to and get the win 53-0 at the half.
Well, you don't like coming into these games as a coach because you don't want your team to let down. You don't want to see them miss a step as we're getting ready to start the second season, which is district play. And we didn't see that tonight. The coaches got the team ready. The team was ready to go from the first snap. You know, I heard some people this week say, I hope we don't come out like we did against Deming. And they didn't do that tonight. So the Bulldogs were ready to play from the very first snap, kickoff return for a touchdown, and they never looked back.
Yeah, just a great game overall, and it was a short game, just an hour long to finish out here in the first half. So let's go ahead and round it. Finish up here, Robbie. We've got I think we have a volleyball game. Or what was you? Oh, wanted to thank Danny Kirkendall for giving a vehicle for the crew to come over here tonight, and then I think we have a volleyball game next week.
We do. Actually, I think we have 2, Tuesday and Thursday at home, but I'm not swearing to that, but I think we do have 2. But let me just give you some scoring updates. Roswell leads Piedra Vista 17-0. There was like one minute left before halftime. So, folks, that's on KSVP, also TV. Roswell, we're going to clash with them in 2 weeks in district play. So if you want to switch over there and watch Roswell and PV play, that's the number 2 team and number 4 team in the state. Goddard is beating Belen pretty good, 37-0 before half. And then I couldn't find a score on Mayfield Deming.
Probably a good matchup with Mayfield and Deming.
Yeah.
All right, so tonight we want to thank Bradley Ross and Jeffrey Curtis taking care of the camera shots, and they were some great camera shots here at Santa T. Of course, Gene Dow, our producer, Josh Howard, who you heard there, keeps our stats, did a great job, and of course, Robbie Blue, my partner. This is Joby Hodling saying, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you at the pit next week. Bulldogs win 53-0.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
Fall flowers are in at Sun Country Home and Garden Center in Artesia. Mums, pansies, flowering kale, and more, providing color over the winter into spring. Did you know that fall is a great time to plant cold, sturdy trees and shrubs? The cooler weather makes transplanting less stressful for the plant, and they'll grow great in the spring. Take advantage of the September special. 15% off in-stock perennials, shrubs, roses, and trees. Junipers and pines are 40% off. Sun Country Home and Garden Center, 2707 South 1st Street in Artesia.
It's the Big Savings Produce Sale at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Hothouse bell peppers, red, orange, or yellow, 99 cents each. Seedless red grapes, extra large, 2 pounds for $3. Red or black plums, $1.99 a pound. And fancy sweet corn on the cob, 79 cents each at Fens Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Pepsi Select Flavors, 24-pack cube, $8.99 each at Fens Country Market in Artesia.
Guy Chevrolet Company is a proud supporter of all Bulldogs and Lady Dogs and their relentless pursuit to be the best in all they do, from the classroom to contests and on the courts and fields. We are proud of your hard work and love watching you grow. Go Dogs!
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Board Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Poppin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Now, while James Gilliland doesn't have a theme park at ECETI, it could easily become a theme park. It could easily become a cult habitat. It could be whatever it wanted to be, because it is very, very special place where you can go and see UFOs and other things too.